To library, give the long angle, and it's going to mean there is nowhere for Doki to hide here, and Exodus is likely to push forward and find that kill, but no, WTG does it first, styles it out with a Rotero, manages to get himself the kill onto the downed Doki, but with 38 seconds left to go, WTG finds Alamau, and G2 are holding on.
They've got to hold on for dear life at this point, just the two of them remaining, both looking towards front door. Virtue, oh! What a sweet, sexy shot that was. Love to see it down to a 2v2.
Absolute beauty from Virtue, spinning on the 180. Now then, that is not looking as good from Prano. Misses his shots there. We go from one extreme to the other. That leaves Virtue now in a 1v2. He's going to have to do something special, Des, but that's the first he needs. This could be an ace. There's 8 seconds left to go. It's all up to a mission. He doesn't have Diffuser in hand. He's just going to play this out. There's no way he can get to him in time. Virtue's going to win the round.
Oh, behind him. He drops into connect at the last second, and I was like, oh, hang on a second, Virtue. Spray them as they try and run in through the breach. You can swing around the corner nice and quick. You got Alamau and Citizen on the longer angle. Alamau almost being taken out by the nade, but not quite enough damage. And there's Doki with the one swing. Now looking out towards Mez and waiting for another challenger to come up. And around comes Alamau. Doki into a second. Does Scyther know that he's coming in on the behind here? It's a 1v1 versus the bomb chassis. Scyther can't find it. Doki gets behind. A big 3k for the little man in the round. And Doki G2 go up 2-0. So that's the big worry for me in these last 30 seconds, is you know one of these directions is going to be shut off to you. You best have an alternative. First smoke coming out here and raining on down. Alamau pushing around and gets to fly onto Nico in a 1 versus 1. That's the kind of play you want. And Pones here slipping up a little bit. Scyther almost going down to the smoke as it comes out towards Trench. Like I said, they're now starved. They're forcing their way down through West Main, trying to push their way in. Alamau's just better. He's ready and waiting for one more to come through. Scyther is nowhere to be seen. Still got a laser gate to push through that I'm pretty sure will kill him if he tries to step through it. And we'll be into a spot where this round is going to time out G2 into another round win. Certainly time when there's still 3 smokes in the back pocket. Just feels like Pones are still trying to find the answer to a lot of problems brought forward by teams on this map. And so far, G2 have done well to keep them at bay.
Virtue, he's just stood on the inside of this. There's Citizen gets Exodus, and Virtue gets Nico. What a great start for G2. 17 seconds in, 2 kills, and a round looking like it could be heading in their direction. But WTG, he manages to slam the brakes on. In danger at the minute, trying to bounce his way back up to the top of blue stairs. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Just needs to make sure that he doesn't overcommit to it. A lot of damage going to be done there to WTG. Not really looking through the vertical. A Citizen managed to find him from below, and that's what I was talking about with Alamau. Just pushing it a little bit too far, overcommitting to those stairs and finding himself the victim of a nade. He is going to be down, not finished off yet. Doki is going to go, and that is the fact that the shield's been cleared out. It's allowed them to push forward. Effectively now a 2v2.
Do they know they've brought themselves down to this point is the big question. I don't know if they know they got Alamau down here. Whether there was a drone watching from lobby here, for example, down towards where Alamau hit the deck, then absolutely they've seen the blood trail now and they'll know that he's down. So they know they're in a spot where it's a 2 versus 2. They've got 15 seconds to play with. They know that one is inside a split. This is their time to make it happen.
They've got to. There's no choice at this point. Emission continues walking down these stairs, but he needs to be careful about his angles from sight. That is Alamau bleeding out, but Prano finds 1. Prano finds 2 as G2 take their 4th consecutive round now. Pawns just cannot even get a toehold in this game.
Focusing on trying to push in towards the site itself. Virtue for now at least is still safe, but has been pinged out. And that jammer that we saw earlier on coming into great effect, making sure that that castle barricade stays up.
It is. They're now having to choose what utility they take, and of course they look at the bulletproof camera and get it removed. But once again, Virtue losing the fight with the UMP. 3v3 as Alamau manages to find Exodus. 24 seconds left to go, and this could be critical. Alamau needs to time this right, and he needs to find his shot. Scyther is putting that diffuser down, but that's the flank opened up. This is going to be very dangerous. Even with the diffuser down, it doesn't matter as Alamau is able to move in from behind. He's going to get straight on to disabling that diffuser, and I don't think there's anything WTG can do about it. He's up on the roof. He's getting nowhere near this. It's 5-0.
I love how Citizen drops the question mark at the exact same time. You got Alamau just sat there chewing down on some snacks whilst he's holding down the F key to get that diffuser.
Have brought along. Now then, Alamau, he's going to get himself back inside of wine. He's not playing Boiler anymore, and that is where everybody from G2 find themselves. WTG tries to make a move down blue, but it is too easy. It's too easy for Alamau with the shotgun, and then he sends out the smoke canister. A great game that he's having so far, really controlling those attacking pushers.
I just feel like really most of G2 is very much on the same page here, right? In terms of how they're playing. You know, Citizen's been quite aggressive in the early rounds a few times and got picked off. Prano's popped his head up here and there, but the other three, it feels, really are starting to fire on all cylinders in this game. Mission bringing down Alamau, the one who did so much work on this site last time around. They're now trying to find when they can go for the plant. They've got some control of site, but know they need to find a couple of kills here because they're in a 3 versus 3. As soon as F is getting held, it becomes a temporary 1 versus 2. C4 over the top, not going to find the man as he swings to look for the kill, gets down the diffuser as well. That's exactly what you're looking for, a triple kill for a Mission, but ultimately Citizen holds on. Get the heal that comes up afterwards as well, so maybe a little bit of miscommunication there. Now Eerie comes and looking for the man towards his right, no idea that he's there. He'll be standing up any second now and picking himself up a freebie. There he is. G2 kind of falling all over themselves in this round. I'll go as far as saying a self-nade coming in, 2 separate 1v1s coming in against Exodus that they've lost. It comes down to Prano and Alamau to try and win a 2 versus 4.
Plenty of time left to go. Alamau manages to find a second, taking the head of Scyther. They need to be aware that there's somebody up on the top floor that they need to deal with. Ooh, what a long angle from WTG, managing to find a beauty of a headshot straight through bar onto Alamau, leaving Prano.
Yeah, hope as much as he likes, but I think Pones knows just hold the slightly longer angles here. He's got to play to the time. They're even rotating out of sight to say, come on, it's safe, drop in, try and go for the plant, make something happen, we dare you. But at this point, it feels too little too late with all of G2 off the board. The swing comes in from WTG, and finally, Pones get around on the board.
They're going to need another 5 if they want to keep themselves even in this competition. But no, it's sort of heading up and down those trophy stairs before deciding what the ultimate target is. Looking for a bit of information, I think. Not really getting anything. And here comes the rear-sided push.
I think they know about this one. Oh, the ping comes in, but they're in the wrong spot as well. The yellow ping just half a meter away means they don't get the pre-fire, and instead the kill is found back on the other side. G2 starting to struggle a little bit on their attacks here in these last couple of rounds, and now they've got to make something happen inside the last 15. Prano, the man tucked just inside of red here. I think he has no idea. Citizen has dropped his way in. In comes the Juicer now looking for players. Finds one more for himself. Have they won this between the two of them as well as Prano steps up and gets it? The spray comes in from Nico, but the clock hits 0. Holds it out in the 1v2, and Pones keep this game alive. Keeping things pretty sensible on the attack to start. They're very conscious about the threat of Scyther pushing back up here towards the half wall. It's why nades are coming in blind. Now, I'm glad they're using nades. They haven't really been used too much, very liberally, but now they have. They've had 3 come out in the round so far, but here comes the explosion they were looking for. 2 kills raining in very quickly here for G2, and they're pushing in towards Piano. What a flick coming out from Alamau as well, as G2 have found all the kills they need. We knew it was destined to be a thing. It was more a matter of when and not if they find the kills they need in that final round. G2 taking the game 7-3.
Exodus, no option there other than to try and make a play, try and get something going. Goes out of the window, takes the Claymore, but that will be all he takes down as G2 found that final kill and managed to get themselves a very comfortable 7-2 victory.